Today our topic is how to deal with difficult people without losing your cool. Life is full of challenges, and one of the biggest challenges we face is dealing with difficult people. Whether it's a coworker who always complains, a family member who criticizes everything, or a friend who drains your energy, difficult people are everywhere. The good news is that you can learn how to handle them without losing your cool. The key is to stay calm, think clearly, and not let their behavior control your emotions. Let's talk about some practical ways to deal with difficult people and keep your peace of mind. First, it's important to understand why people act difficult. Often, their behavior has nothing to do with you. They might be stressed, insecure, or dealing with their own problems. When someone is rude or unreasonable, it's usually because they're struggling with something inside themselves. Instead of taking their behavior personally, try to see the situation from their perspective. This doesn't mean you have to agree with them or accept their bad behavior, but understanding where they're coming from can help you stay calm and avoid unnecessary conflict. One of the best ways to deal with difficult people is to practice empathy. Empathy means putting yourself in someone else's shoes and trying to understand their feelings. When someone is being difficult, ask yourself, what might they be going through? Maybe they're feeling overwhelmed, unappreciated, or misunderstood. By showing empathy, you can often diffuse the situation and make the person feel heard. Sometimes, all a difficult person needs is a little kindness and understanding. Another important skill is setting boundaries. While it's good to be empathetic, you also need to protect your own well-being. If someone is constantly negative or disrespectful, it's okay to set limits on how much you interact with them. You don't have to be rude or aggressive, but you can calmly let them know what behavior you will and won't tolerate. For example, you might say, "I'm happy to help, but I need you to speak to me respectfully." Setting boundaries helps you maintain your self-respect and prevents others from taking advantage of you. Staying calm is crucial when dealing with difficult people. It's easy to get upset or defensive when someone is rude or unreasonable, but losing your temper will only make things worse. Instead, take a deep breath and give yourself a moment to think before you respond. If you need to, step away from the situation for a few minutes to collect your thoughts. Remember, you can't control how other people act, but you can control how you react. By staying calm, you will be better able to handle the situation in a way that's fair and constructive. Another helpful strategy is to focus on the problem, not the person. When someone is being difficult, it's easy to get caught up in their personality or attitude. But instead of focusing on what's wrong with them, focus on solving the problem at hand. For example, if a coworker is being uncooperative, don't waste time arguing with them. Instead, ask, what can we do to move forward? By staying solution-focused, you can avoid unnecessary conflict and keep the conversation productive. It's also important to pick your battles. Not every argument is worth having, and not every difficult person is worth engaging with. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is let something go. If someone is being unreasonable or petty, it's often better to walk away than to try to change their mind. Ask yourself, is this worth my time and energy? If the answer is no, it's okay to let it go and move on. Practicing patience is another key to dealing with difficult people. People don't change overnight, and you can't expect someone to stop being difficult just because you want them to. It takes time and effort to build better relationships, and sometimes you need to be patient while the other person works through their issues. Patience doesn't mean putting up with bad behavior, but it does mean giving people the space to grow and improve. Another useful tool is humor. Sometimes, a little laughter can lighten the mood and break the tension. If someone is being difficult, try to find a way to inject some humor into the situation. This doesn't mean making fun of them or being sarcastic, but finding a light-hearted way to address the issue. For example, if someone is being overly critical, you might say, "Wow, you're really keeping me on my toes today." Humor can help you stay positive and prevent the situation from getting too serious. It's also important to take care of yourself. Dealing with difficult people can be draining, so it's essential to recharge your energy and maintain your mental health. Make time for activities that make you happy, whether it's spending time with friends, exercising, or practicing a hobby. The stronger and more balanced you feel, the better you will be able to handle difficult people without losing your cool. Sometimes the best way to deal with a difficult person is to simply accept that you can't change them. You can't control how other people act, but you can control how you respond. Instead of trying to change them, focus on changing your own attitude and approach. By accepting that you can't control others, you can free yourself from frustration and focus on what you can control: your own actions and reactions. Lastly, remember that difficult people can teach us valuable lessons. They challenge us to be more patient, more understanding, and more resilient. Every difficult person you encounter is an opportunity to practice these skills and grow as a person. Instead of seeing them as a burden, try to see them as a chance to become stronger and wiser. In conclusion, dealing with difficult people is never easy, but it's a skill that can be learned. By practicing empathy, setting boundaries, staying calm, and focusing on solutions, you can handle even the most challenging situations with grace and confidence. Remember, you can't control how others act, but you can control how you respond. By staying positive, patient, and proactive, you can deal with difficult people without losing your cool. Life is full of challenges, but with the right mindset and tools, you can overcome them and thrive.